Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. We're back on the Frankfurt S-Bahn route and we are playing on the PC for this, which does mean we do get to drive the lovely ICE-1. So we're at Mainz Hauptbahnhof, which yeah, does look quite different to that of the Linke Rheinstrecke 90s version, quite different. Let's get the train all set up. I've done sort of half of that already. Brake key like that. What else have we got to do on here? That's fine. Pop them down to normal. Should be okay. Yep. We got the AFB on, which is behind us. LZB, PZB, CIFA. So you got ETCS there, but you can't turn it on as it's not used. AFB on. Yeah, RFB. Cool. We'll set that to 40. Yeah, 40. We get the door shut as well, which I think is you. So we're going to be calling at Frankfurt Flughafen Fernbahnhof and then Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof. Cool. Right, and 23 kilometers. So let's get the brakes off. I'll have a little look at the audio in a second to see how that is. Takes a little while to get this thing going. It's a bit of a beast. Just thinking about it. Yeah, it does take a while to get that power going. And there we go. So we got a green over yellow there. So we shall acknowledge that before it screws us over. Little audio check. Pull that maybe up just a little bit. There you go. And we're out of there. There's actually no magnet for that green over yellow either. So it's up to 40 and we'll leave it at that. Oh yeah, I thought you got a dynamic brake. Right? Yeah, have you got a, no, you haven't got a dynamic. So you flip, yeah. As we come across. Face out of Mainz and straight into the tunnel. Yeah, we're going to the long distance airport stop. So if we look on the map, we're going here. So you've got the S-Bahn stop here. You're probably really used to that one, but this is the sort of long distance one where all of the ICE trains go to, and I think also the regional express trains, they go into there as well. I think it probably has sped up, but I haven't seen the speed board. I've got a feeling it's about 60 through here. Cool, as we go through. Oh, we got a warning for a green over yellow anyway, so we can't really go much faster. Green over yellow on that. So we'll just stay at the speed we're going now. Going about 40. And we've got the 1000 Hertz magnet as well. It's quite cool because with this route it sort of completes a whole circuit you can do. You can do like a massive journey through Germany. You could go all the way from either Kassel or Würzburg and go all the way to Koblenz. Kassel-Würzburg, go down to Fulda, which is the midpoint, flick over to the Kinzigtalbahn, and then the Kinzigtalbahn to Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof. Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof on this route to Mainz, or Mainz, and then Mainz up to Koblenz on Linke Rheinstrecke. I think it would take about 3 hours, 15 minutes or so. That'd be a long old journey, but a good one. So a little bit slow to begin with. Yeah, we do have the green over yellow coming up. See if yeah, there we go. Is that 425? Yeah, 425 I think in there. It probably is quicker here, isn't it? Well, considering that was a warning for a 70, maybe 80 then it was. But, I mean, yeah, we had the green over yellow in the tunnel, so it doesn't make much of a difference. Well, I was saying that we have a 60 on there, so we'll just speed it up. acknowledge that as well. Cool. Yeah, so it's probably 80 in there, but it's alright. Across we go. A little bit quicker. And we're 14 coaches as well, I think, so we're like the long... Look at that, how far back it goes. Big old train. And up to 80. Obviously once the back of the train passes that board, so a little while yet. Over the cool bridge here. I mean, this is some bridge, I mean, it's massive. Look at this. Right the way across. Let's put that to 80. Let's speed that up. Yeah, there'll be a few videos on the PC version, purely because you get the layers on here, so the route feels much more alive. Whereas on console, sort of once you get to those, you know, like Frankfurt, S-Bahn, Baden, the airport stop, it's just dead. Well, there's a plane talking about airports. There's the plane, I saw a shadow of it, somewhere up there. Up to 140 kilometers an hour. It's quite quick, this bit, from Mainz to the airport. And it's quite slow, sort of the other side of the airport stop into Frankfurt. That's the slow bit. Right, up to 140, let's proper get that up. Hopefully not too early. And it goes up to 160 as well. There's the plane up there. And then we sort of come on, I don't know if it is a high speed line we come on to, which goes into Frankfurt airport. But it's quite quick on that bit. How does the game look? Hopefully it looks alright. I mean, these are my settings, but I feel it doesn't look as good as on the PS5. Even though we are running literally everything max, and same FPS as well, 200%. Anything I should change there? I mean, the only thing I can think of is the fact we're in HD, whereas on the PlayStation, I have it, well, my resolution is HD, but you can set it to like 4K mode, and there is a difference when you do that, even though I don't have a 4K screen. Maybe. I mean, hopefully it looks alright. I don't know, it doesn't look as good. No, I think it doesn't look as good. Or maybe it's just that dodgy time of day we're doing it in. There's a 4:30. Which is the new train for this route. Stretching all the way back to here. Just gonna check the audio again. Make sure it's not misbehaving. Yeah, that looks okay. Got a warning for a 120. Boo. Cool. As we come through probably another Mainz stop. Stretches out quite a long way, Mainz. Is it Mainz or Mainz? Mainz sounds like better, but it's probably just Mainz, isn't it? Mainz. So 120 through this little mess of tracks. Bit of see-through as well. Lovely. There it is though. Yeah, I'm looking forward to well, getting into Frankfurt because it's just so many trains. So many trains. And having played on the console version the past couple of sessions, it's going to be a big difference. Right, up to 130. Oh, near enough. There you go, 130. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, not that. That's the wrong blooming button. Get back in. There. So my PC keyboard antics are still not great. Managed to set the reverser to neutral, which I'm surprised didn't actually bring us to a stop, and then get out the seat. It's like brilliant. Right, R. Press R, yeah, that's to speed up. Well, I was saying that we got a warning for a 100. Put that right down. Yes, Seafair. Going to get in on the action. We're down to 100. These German routes are quite easy to do HUDless. Because, well, if you know the signals and safety systems, it sort of just gives you all the information you need. And if we had the sort of Ebula working, it would be even easier. There's the 100 limit, a bit slow, and then up to 160. So 100 miles per hour. Quite a cool station though, this one. Yeah, this is the services we're missing on console though. The ICE, the fun ones. But we just don't have them. Right, up to 160. I didn't see that signal. Just acknowledge it in case it was anything dodgy. There you go. Right, full power. And then nearest to the airport we do get LZB kicking in, which just makes our life a lot easier. Let's get a flyby shot. I hope there's no warning boards or anything. I mean, there probably shouldn't be on this bit. Lovely train, this one. Always a pleasure. Or treat drive. You've got to be joking. Really? As soon as we go on the external camera? It's just, so annoying. The things I do, I sacrifice in the, yeah, there's a bloom in the yellow. Maybe I should just ban myself, like, find a mod which locks me from going into the external camera. Every blooming time. Yeah, I think that's enough, mate. Literally every time we go in the external camera to get a flyby shot, PZB straight away, ooh, warning. So I wish it did it automatically or something when you're in the external cam. Well, that'd be a bit technical, I suppose. Oh, you've got to do a lot on this one. You've got to click this button over here. Yeah, that's the one. Let's just imagine that didn't happen. Now I've got to wait for it to go again, which is slipping all over the place. Go, even if I have to brake the train. Go down a bit. Well, we should get going in a second. I just can't believe that every time it happened on, was it the first look as well? I think it was the first look. Get a flyby shot. There's like PZB and then straight away, bam. Like it's one of those routes where it's just hard to get flyby shots because there's so many different warnings all over the place. As if you look on the map, it's quite a sort of, you know, lots of different junctions and stuff. Well, that's annoying. Sort of means it's not a perfect run. Well, they're sort of out of our control because we were in the external cam. That's a green now as well. There's a 430. Nice. That probably does save us coming to a stop a bit further up if we are following another train. And even on the reduced timetable, you do get times where you will be following another train. Obviously not as much, but you still get it. Right, do not go. I've got to try and make myself not go in the external camera. Not a good idea. Right, down to 130. I suppose the F might be for Flughafen. So that's a 130. There you go. And LZB should kick in once we're on this bit. No, in fact, does it do it already? Oh, not just yet. But you can see the beginning of the cable here. Oh, it does. Oh, here. Okay, cool. So we'll whack that to that and just let it drive for us. Right, so we could get a flyby shot here because LZB's controlling it. So let's get a flyby shot here. So I know that we shouldn't come to a stop. What a joke. Right, let's up here. Oh, that's a nice shot. We'll just hear Spang Splinson in a second. Oh, great. Cool, let's get back in. Yeah, so we sort of go up here and then we sort of join up with what seems to be some sort of high speed line. I'm sure some of you will know where that line goes. So, yeah, alright, Sifa. At least I know when I can acknowledge you. Yeah, so it goes off this way. We've got an 80 coming up as well. I wonder if we'll be on time as well. Because the last time I did an ICE service was actually the ICET. It sat at the Flughafen stop for about 5 minutes. I suppose it's an airport stop, they probably sit there for a bit as it's busy. And speed limit is going up to 220 kilometers an hour. So this is the, well, probably the fastest part of this route. But that's whether we can actually get up to that speed. Because it's not long until you get to the station. You'll see the airport in a second. But this originally wasn't going to be included. So it's only down to community feedback saying like, oi, where is it? They added it in. So hats off to whoever first said, where's the airport stop? That's the reason why it was added. Community feedback. Let's get a nice shot here if we can. Photo mode. Wish you could use the scroller to zoom in. No, not that. That. Bit of rotation. Another bit of rotation on here. What an awesome train though, the ICE one. Be cool if we got the ICE2 at some point. That would be pretty cool. I've got the G, so we're starting to slow down. Actually, yeah, we haven't, well, no, the last ICE train was the ICET. I was going to say that was, but that's not that long ago. That was last year. It doesn't, well, it should bring us down for the airport, but we'll still sort of start popping the brakes on. But it should bring us down to a manageable speed. What as it usually does. Pop the brakes on a bit ourselves. Oh, this is Flughafen, the long distance stop. Yeah, if you've got a red light at the end of the platform, it will bring you to a stop, but we don't. Well, it's still coming down though. Right down to the end. We are running late by the looks of things. Brilliant. And we are quite a long train, so we'll go to the end marker. But the brakes on a bit too much coming in there. Really, really long platform though. And a really cool station as well. Probably is like the coolest station there is on the route. Or maybe the other airport one, the underground one. They're brilliant. Here we are. How long? Oh, we're on time. 356 metres this train. On the. Sometimes they have the distance on them, or the length. 320. Yeah, so we did have to go to that one. Did we just about fit in? Yeah, look at that. Well, bit of room. And off this, it's Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof. Yeah, really, really cool station there as well. And yeah, it wasn't going to be added originally. So we try and get another photo whilst we're in here. Not quite that. Is that maybe? And the lovely IC one. We've got about 20 seconds until we're due out of here. We did arrive about a minute late, but we'll still be departing on time. And LZB will still be in control of us. Doors are closing. Right. 8.8 kilometres to Frankfurt. Well, this bit's a bit slower. So you need the train's firing up. It does take a little while to fire up. There we go. And we're off. And again, it's LZB here, so all we need to do is to see further. The train will control itself. Let's get another shot. Just a few photos as we are in a good spot here. There we go. That's what we want. Maybe something like that. Or maybe not. I'm not great in this photo mode. There you go, that would do. Not as busy as I thought it would be in there. Well, it is frequent for trains. You can see that they are. Let's see for alright. I mean, that platform we were on there, look, 14:49, 52, 15:01, 50, a bit of a gap then. But, you know, it's relatively busy. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, LZB's ended. Oh, already? Oh, okay. Goodbye. Big end on it. One thing which surprised me is that the DBBR 423 and the 430 don't have LZB. I genuinely thought that the Frankfurt low-level section would be LZB, but it's not. There There you go, we're now back in control of our train. So now we have to acknowledge all these things. To 100. Oh, probably there's a little bang there on the mic. See, this bit here just feels like the training centre. It feels like a little training centre track we're on here. Of course we're not, but got a similar feel to it. Seafer, I've had a right enough of you. 100 still. If you don't know German safety systems and signals, I couldn't recommend learning them enough. Learn them. Is it really? I mean, German routes then become like the best routes in the game. I mean, if you don't know German signals and safety systems, it's like maybe in miles per hour as well. They're not that fun. Yeah, once you learn these systems, they're great. Warning for a 60. It's a bit slow, isn't it? 60. What's that all about? There's a right sort of tangle of lines. Probably for these points coming up here where we go right across. So I think that is this Frankfurt Stadium. I did think there'd be a few more trains about. Where are the trains? We do have all of the layers and bits installed. They're all on. Must have just caught it at like a slightly quiet time. I mean, I think we've probably picked like the quietest ICE service. Right, across here we go, all right across here. So I think if you went straight on, that might take you to Frankfurt Süd, or Frankfurt South Station, which is like here. So where you can drive the Flix trains to on S-Bahn, it takes you to that station where they end. And then obviously come across to here. Up to 90 once the back of the train's past the board. It's a long old train, and look at that. We probably will have a few minus scores for just a little bit early opening up the power. And then you've got like Frankfurt Niederrad and then Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof. Well, there's another train there. What's over there? That's a 4:30. So I think all of the trains we've actually seen so far, you would see on console. Oh, no, we did see a 642. Was that might have been at Mainz actually. Wanting for a 60. Again. Then we sort of start the turn into Hauptbahnhof. No, we really have got like slightly unlucky with the amount of services we've seen. I'm sure Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof will be a hive of activity. But I wonder if one of the AI layers, because I don't think it was mentioned, or one of the maybe because this is 2018. But also I wonder, so you can't. I don't think you can see the Flix train But then this route is set in 2018. Were Flixtrain about then? So I think that's still quite newish. So maybe why you can't see Flixtrain. But not quite a nice run, this one. Not bad at all. Also, we did get a bit unfortunate with the blimmin' nice flyby shot and then PZD. It's been quite nice. There you go, there's an ICE service. There's all the trains in the depot over there. Slightly weird lighting there going on with the coast coaches. So we've got Bayern Flosson. You've got the ICE freeze in there. Again, you wouldn't see any of this on console, sadly. That'll just be empty. Got the Frankfurt skyline, which the station sort of sits below. Yeah, if you made it this far in the video, thanks all for staying in. It has been very good fun. I am enjoying this route. Yeah, I'm liking the route. I mean, on console it is a bit, like, but it's still been alright. It's still been fun. Down to 40. At least we've got 40 coming up in a bit, not just yet. So I think we should be able to see the full Kinzigtalbahn contingent, or at least all of the trains over that side we should be able to see. Yeah, all 642s in there. Yeah, this is busy coming in here. Well, it's all of the static stock. Which again, on console, none of this is here. Well, it's not. Oh, I know there are some Dostos, but not all of them. And we're running on PC at the moment. It's still running pretty smoothly, which does give me a bit of hope that my PC's alright. Running sort of for 45 FPS, 47 FPS. Here comes an ICE3. Now we're getting all the trains right at the end. So these lot are probably all going up to the airport. Double ICE3 as well. It's the 403 as well. Has it scored? Oh, actually, is it the 406? Hang on, I have to check that actually. See if I've had it right enough for you. Was it the 406 with the green stripe? Yeah, 403 with the green stripe. As I think the 403s on here do the services towards Brussels and Amsterdam. But wouldn't they be 406s as they're the ICE3Ms, which can go to other countries? So I thought the 403 could only do Germany and Austria. That's perhaps not. Should get the 500 Hz magnet shortly. So if we're going too fast, it will know, and it will tell us. Are we going to get a 500 Hz magnet? We haven't had it yet. In fact, we haven't even had a 1000 Hz magnet. Maybe not. They just trust us to stop before the buffers. I said it's not a red light, is it? Or do you get 500 Hz before buffers? Nice and close, but not too close. And here we are, this is Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof. Journey's End. Not bad at all. Well, that is going to be it, everybody, for another video here on the Frankfurt S-Bahn network route. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. Links can be found in all of the usual places. Well, we were on time as well. Hang on, not that. Were we on time? Yeah, well, yeah, 14:12, 14:12:58, same thing. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. Links to usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as our affiliate link for the lovely UK departure boards, as well as the 5% off coupon on all UK departure board products. Apart from that, see you all and take care. Bye, guys.